morning. It's Monday again and time for What the Author Reads. And today I want to introduce you to Gail Eastwood. If you're familiar with her, then I don't have to tell you. She's a wonderful author. And she's new to me. And I have a lovely group who tells me, in fact, I have a list of them now, of some of the wonderful historical novels, especially the Regency era and the Georgian era, out of Britain, which is what I'm trying to expand my reading into. This is one of her earlier works, The Rake's Mistake, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. And if you don't like to go back that far, then she's got a lot of new reads as well. This one I particularly liked. Of course, you know, I like the scandalous rakes, and Lord Ramsdale is one of the rakes that, because of scandal, has been in the West Indies for the last 3 years. Well, now he's back, and of course his family is wanting him to find a wife. And he and a friend are walking down, I believe I remember correctly, it's Bond Street, and he hears a laugh. And as soon as he asks his friend who's with him who the lady is, he tells him, you cannot be seen with her. You cannot be talking to her. You cannot go after her. Well, he's just, he can't help himself. He is infatuated with her. He won't let it go. And she is a lady who has fallen into some bad scandals. She really doesn't understand why that she has been labeled this way by the Beaumont and the upper society, but she has. She gets direct cuts from most of the ladies. In fact, I'm not sure in the beginning if there is a lady in the ton who hasn't given her a direct cut and censored her. So she's grown accustomed to it, and she's trying very hard not to let it affect her, but it does, because she has done nothing to earn that reputation. Now, her father ran an art school, and as a young girl, she was talked into doing a couple of things, posing, being a model for him, because they were always short of money. And so she feels like that's probably what's caused her reputation. But she doesn't have, but it's her stepson. And she's trying very, very hard, because he is part of the nobility, and she's trying very hard not to cause him any scandal. She doesn't go out much. She stays pretty much to herself. She's an artist, of course, growing up in that world. And that's another love that Lord Ramsdale has, is he loves art. And he's also a sailor. There's a lot of sailing in this book, and that's a big part of the story, is his sailing. But there's also some bad guys, and you find out before the end of the book that she's not what she seems and what everyone else believes that she is. But of course, Lord Ramsdale says, well, if she's everybody's mistress, then I want her to be mine too. But of course, then he falls in love with her and finds out she's not anyone's mistress. And it's a good book. It's a fun book. It's got some depth to it. We get a little taste into the art world. We get a little taste into the sailing world. And of course, he falls in love with her, and we have our happily ever after ending. But it's not a long read. It's a fairly quick read. You can read it in 2 or 3 days. And it's fun. And Gail's a good author, and I will be reading more of her books, and so I hope you check her out as well. And if you're looking for a particular book and enjoy the older ones, The Rake's Mistake. I really enjoy The Rake's Mistake. So check it out. Have a good Monday.